Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
What's up? Big Kirk 916, getting down with Fresh Out Prison Talk. One of our viewers sent this story to me. Now this shit right here, man, you know that this cat right here is a serial cheek buster. Cheek buster for real. OG, nasty, backdoor, alleyway. This cat right here is one of them type of cheek busters, man. The pronoun use is at the center of the rape case involving former prisoner in California. Now, you look at this dude and you know there is no pronoun question. This is a nigga. He's in the female prison to take the cheeks. That's all he's in there. He's not identifying as, no, come on, man. And they put him in there with the women. The women should be filing law. This is a class action lawsuit. Women who served in the prison with this dude should get a class. They should shut down the whole prison for this. Check it out.
52-year-old state prisoner Tremaine Carroll must be referred to with she/her pronouns because Carroll identifies as a woman. Carroll was allowed to serve time in a women's prison despite being a biological male.
This is a person who's not a woman in any sense of the word. After his first cellmate became pregnant and was moved to Los Angeles, two other cellmates of his complained that he had raped them. So we have filed rape charges against this inmate. In California, rape is a crime that has to be accomplished by a man.
Nigga right here. Chowchilla, California, convicted criminal who served time at a women's prison in Chowchilla is charged with raping fellow inmates. What else you think he's gonna do up in there? He's got a wee-wee, man. He's gonna rape. You think he's gonna be in there talking about, my name is Karen? Come on, man. Madera County judge ruled 52-year-old state prisoner Tremaine Carroll must be referred to as she/her pronouns because Carroll identifies as a woman. That's what you call insanity, man. That's straight insanity. Women who support this, it makes no sense to me. You hope it makes sense to me. Looking at this. Has not had a sex change. You could tell OG, 52, running around. Come on, man. Beard, goatee. Talking about she, her. This is a person who is not a woman in any sense of the word, says Madera County District Attorney Sally Moreno. In March, DA Sally Moreno charged Carroll for rape allegedly committed while incarcerated at the Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla. After his first cellmate became pregnant and was moved to Los Angeles, two other cellmates he had complained that he had raped them also. So we have filed rape charges against this inmate, Moreno said. So he not only raped the first woman, he raped two other cellmates. Moreno says the ruling regarding pronouns impacts her ability to prosecute the case. It can only be raped by, it's a man, right? Rape? This is a particular issue in this case because it's confusing to the jury. In California, rape is a crime that has to be accomplished by a man, said Moreno. Supervising Deputy District Attorney Eric Dutemple says it's also unfair to the victims. It's just absolutely insane that a victim would have to get on the stand and police their pronoun usage when trying to recite one of the scariest times of their lives, said Dutemple. Carroll was allowed to serve time in women's prison despite being biological male because of Senate Bill 132, the Transgender Respect, Agency and Dignity Act, which took effect 2021. You know this dude was not out there on the street getting no cheeks unless he was paying for it, being the savage he is in prison. Because if he was a savage on the street. If he's going to prison raping women, going to a woman's prison so he can be a rapist. That's all. It's straight up. There's no question, ifs, ands about it. This is somebody who doesn't have any business being in a women's prison. There is no psychological evaluation that needs to be done. This person does not need to be on a cross-gender hormones. They don't need to be signed up for transgender surgery. They don't need to be a psychological evaluation regarding gender confusion. The mere statement is enough, said Moreno. Carroll has since been relocated to Salinas Valley State Prison for Men. The CDCR sent Action News a statement about the case, writing, "The CDCR is committed to providing a safe, humane, respectful, and rehabilitative environment for all incarcerated people. Senate Bill 132, the Transgender Respect, Agency and Dignity Act, became effective on January 1st, 2021. It allows incarcerated transgender, non-binary, and intersex people to request to be housed and searched in a manner consistent with their gender identity. CDRC reviews every request to be transferred under Senate Bill 132 to determine whether that move, based on the individual's case factors, would present a safety and management concern. At all our institutions, CDCR thoroughly investigates all allegations of sexual abuse, sexual misconduct, and sexual harassment pursuant to our zero tolerance policy and as mandated by the Federal Prison Rape Elimination Act. CDCR does not comment on cases in litigation." Moreno says Carroll fired the defense attorney handling the case and has chosen to move forward with self-representation in court. So this guy is going to represent themselves in court as she, her. I've interviewed a lot of women on Fresh Out, women that have done time with transgender, and they said that there has been rape in prison, and the guards, they just act accordingly based on what the scope of their job entails. And when they have men that identify as women, they got to let them go into the prison. I've also interviewed guards that have had men in men's prison who identify as women and literally are getting a sex change so they can prostitute themselves out to the other male inmates and get their cheeks busted, blowed out. They have a line of pre-orders. And there was actually an inmate in California State Prison where the sex change operation went sideways and was allegedly botched, or the doctor, whatever. There were some issues, and that male inmate is suing the state of California for a botched transgender sex change surgery paid for by the state of California. They're upset because now they cannot sell their cheeks on the yard, and they're suing the state. This is when you know society is going crazy, not only on the street, but in prison. You got this going on. You got the state paying for a sex change for a man in prison to sell their cheeks. Then you have a man going to a woman's prison raping biological women. Hey, man, it's only going to change if you guys make the change as far as the people who have been voting for this stuff. And this is California. It's California. The politicians, they're not in jail. They don't care. They're not getting raped. Then, their kids, they got enough money, they'll never go to jail. They'll pay for them to get some type of program. But for those who are in there doing time, so you shouldn't be doing time, they feel, hey, that's on you. In the meantime, we're going to make the people pay if these people want to identify as something else. Make the taxpayers pay for it. Subscribe, like the channel, share the channel, leave a comment. Let me know what you think and what type of justice do you think these women deserve in a situation like this, and what should happen to this guy, Mr. Carroll, who's been in there taking cheeks, man. Big Herc 916.
I'm Big Herc, and I have over a decade of experience in the prison system. Yeah, I've done a lot of time, made a lot of stupid mistakes, but that's why I'm here with you today, educating you on the Mastermind program by Fresh Out. See, they don't give you a manual when you go to jail on how to survive. They don't tell you how to go take a shower, where to sit at when you go to chow, what to do when you have mail call, how to handle your commissary. See, we cover that and a multitude of other topics that are very important, because if you do the wrong thing, you can get your damn wig split. We have over 100 million views as of date on our YouTube channel, but we've put and condensed all this knowledge into this Mastermind program so that you can provide your client with a winning chance. Do yourself a favor and your client a favor and sign them up for our program, so they don't have to get their wig split and they can make it out alive.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. I gotta hurry up and wash my ass. Go to BigHerc916.com, pick you up a bar of soap, and wash your ass, or else you're gonna be under arrest too. Oh shit.